Here are 6 more signs that the Matrix is real. No. 1. When lasers are looked at in a certain way, they show Matrix code. Here we have a laser pointer, and if I shine it on the wall and just move it around slowly, it's going to start to look like the green Matrix code. And this isn't just with one laser pointer. Here's another example with a different colored laser. This can also be done with LED lights. If you have an LED light in your house and you turn the lights down, you can do this with a flashlight as well. But it seems to work best with red light. So here I have an LED light in my hallway. Let's go ahead and turn the lights down and see what happens. And there we go. We're getting some pretty crazy results. This is definitely not a coincidence. The LED lights in your house may show something similar. Number 2, sincerity. Have you ever noticed that people's lips don't actually move when you're looking at them? I know I've noticed this many times, especially when I'm watching videos or movies. It seems like their lips are moving, but nothing is coming out. This could be because we have our own internal cadence that we expect other people's mouths to match. However, if you pay close attention, next time you're watching a movie, you'll notice that the actors' mouths don't actually move in sync with the audio. Instead, it's slightly off. It's as if they're reading the words directly from the screen. This also happens when we speak. If you put your hand over your mouth and just focus on the person in front of you, you'll notice that your mouth isn't actually moving when you're talking. The only way I can demonstrate this is by looking at someone else while they read talking and then moving my mouth as they do. It's almost like telepathy. No. 3. Matter showing up out of nowhere. When you look around a room, everything you see has mass. You wouldn't think that there would be anything in your room that just showed up. However, if you were to take a piece of chalk and just leave it somewhere in the room, and then leave the room and come back, the chalk will be gone. It's as if it just disappeared into thin air. This is exactly what happened to me recently. I was in my living room, and I looked away for just a moment. And when I looked back, there was something there that wasn't there before. I didn't move it. I didn't put it there. I don't even know what it is. But it was just there. Then it vanished again. Things like this happen all the time. Now, there's no rational explanation for it. Things are just showing up and disappearing. No. 4. Clouds in perfect formation. Have you ever looked up into the clouds and seen something interesting? I was driving home from the store the other day, and I saw these perfectly lined up clouds that were in the shape of a square. They weren't puffy clouds. These were very distinct and straight across. There was no wind. They were just sitting there in a perfect formation. I pulled over to the side of the road and got out of my car to take a closer look. And they were still there. But when I turned around and walked to the other side of the parking lot, they were gone. This happens all the time now. I see things in the clouds that aren't there a moment later. I've seen rectangles, squares, circular cylinder. There's all sorts of things that appear in the clouds that just vanish moments later. Some people might say that this is pareidolia, seeing faces or objects in random things. But I can tell you that the things I'm seeing are not random. They're placed there intentionally. No. 5. Glitches in the world. The other day I was walking through the mall and I saw this water fountain. And it was really strange because the water wasn't flowing down naturally like you would expect. Instead, it was flowing in these perfect straight lines. It was almost like it was being shot out of a gun. I walked closer, and there were these three lines. They were perfectly straight, hitting the ground at almost the exact same spot. This is obviously a glitch in the matrix. The fountains should be flowing down naturally, not in these straight lines. Even the people around me seemed to notice. They were all looking at the fountain and pointing. It was very strange. And no, 6 mirrors showing differently than should be. Have you ever looked into a mirror and seen something strange? I was looking into the mirror in my bathroom the other day and I saw this blue light coming from behind me. I turned around, but there was nothing there. The only light in the bathroom was the light from the mirror and the light from the ceiling. It wasn't natural light. The blue light shouldn't have been coming from behind me. Unless the Matrix is showing me something that is really there. This happens all the time now. I'll be looking at a mirror and see something completely different than what should be there. Sometimes it's myself, but older or younger, or sometimes it's someone else entirely. So, there you have it. 6 more signs that the Matrix is real. What did you think? Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the playlist, where I explore different topics and try to answer some of life's biggest questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.